plays, and that's the competition. Those are all the players. Those are the 100 best Fortnite players in the world, the 50 best duos. And now there's a duo in particular. We talked about it. The loudest duo when they're announced. They want to be the loudest duo when all is said and done. We have Mitro and Mongraal down on the floor. Jordan, what do they have to say?
We are all so excited to see these two play, and honestly to hear their comms. It's one of my favorite things when I watch these guys play. Now, competing online and competing at a LAN is two very, very different things, obviously. What is the preparation like going into competing at a LAN together?
Competing at LAN is definitely different. Personally, I like it more just because I like the environment, but online is easier, but I don't know, I just like LAN more.
Fair. You can't beat the energy in a stadium like this. A lot of people are really excited and stoked to be here, and especially to see you guys play. We can't wait.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And now just those guys, they sound excited, but that's it. Enough from us talking. The 50 best duos in the world are on the stage competing for their share of $15 million, Balla. And I mean, 6 games away from winning $3 million to the top duo.
Just think about that. 6 games, and then we'll find out who is the best duo in the world. Hands down, no question about it, the best. 6 games. We're going to do that real soon.
The duos world champions will be crowned, but that's it. The pre-show is over. Enough from us up here. We'll be breaking down gameplay later. We're going to toss it on inside to kick the show off. You guys have a good one.
Watching across the world on the biggest stage. Every single player out here, an absolute gamer, Jack. We've never seen anything like this.
Okay, I'm gonna lose my freaking voice.
It's amazing. It's like, you feel so free, it's ridiculous. And then we just kind of watched, like, our names pop up on the screen. It was pretty surreal.
It was a huge sigh of relief. All the hard work we did just finally paid off. We were kind of going nuts.
She finds the zone, he has to go forward though, confused that change in elevation. She finds the first activity, finds the second, and he does! He speed left! That is why he's a World Cup qualifier! This is it right here, the 1v1! Who is the other player?
He takes what? Damage to himself, and all of a sudden it's complete chaos.
What a win! Victory!
Hello.
Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane. Like, it's just insane watching him play. And just, you know, me being an aggressive player.
You both competed in Poland yesterday. Very sweaty run. But your thought process, your strategy going into today, tell me how that's different from yesterday. Fantastic. We're all so excited to see you guys. GB, what do you have for us?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost duo. They're going to look to go to the top of the area. You guys really understand. Are you ready? So I'm asking you again, New York City. Are you ready? Oh, no. I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise. So I'm asking you one more time. Are you ready? The Fortnite World Cup Finals start now. Let's send it over to two casters, Courage and Ninja. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. Everything on the line. Well, guess what? I'm joined by a surprise guest appearance, Tyler Ninja Blevins. I am so excited for today's action. Ninja, the emotion here is insane.
No idea. These guys have been playing for months, practicing, doing nothing but thinking, eating, sleeping, breathing Fortnite.
I'm just casting. I'm not even playing. Meanwhile, they're paying $15 million, but it's not your normal Fortnite rules we're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format, catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite competitive today. And Ninja, here's the format for points. So, this is duos. Place in the top 15 duos in this game. They earn 3 points. Top 10, they earn 5 points. Now, they earn 10 points. Now, those points cannot stack, meaning in a game, you only get a maximum of 10 points. Also, 1 point per elimination. So, finding that good balance between elims and kills will be very key. Here's the prize money breakdown at Ninja. You've been involved in competitive gaming for a long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I mean, you're looking at first place, 3 million.
Oh, that's not mine.
I mean, third at one point. I'll settle. No, we've been playing
Oh, get third partied. Fuck me in the arse.
Someone stole my kill.
On that top 10. They want to jump up that prize money ladder. Again, we are live right now from the Fortnite World Cup.
Oh, that guy is so dead. There's a grenade in there.
Talented players here today from across the world.
Oh, he's dead.
Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Really, anywhere you can use hashtag.
Good fuck.
You want to go? No. You go first. Who for you is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it home today?
Dude, man, I mean, I gotta give it up to Mongol and Nitro. I think they're gonna definitely close it out. They've been, I really am just super interested to see how they play. I've been watching a lot of
these
World Cups
guys make it to the end?
Hands down, one of the most aggressive duos throughout. They're gonna still W key like they've always been doing.
That's typically been their gameplay of choice. There's a look again at Mongrel and Mitro, both qualifying from Europe. You see, last time they played in the week they qualified, their drop of choice was Loot Lake. So will that remain the same today? These early game battles, these fights for the different points of interest will be so key. You go with the European duo. Yeah. I'm picking a European duo as well. Another young squad, Mr. Savage M and Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr. Savage M is cold-blooded. Every time I met him, I'm scared of him. And they're absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry. But either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, I mean, you've watched all these guys. Yeah. You're absolutely one of the best players in the world. But it's almost like these guys are in a class of their own.
They are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well. And I mean, literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads. Yeah.
I know Mr. Savage in public got like 40 which is unheard of. There are so many ways to watch, though, this
this weekend. I've been seeing on my phone already. I'm seeing 1 million plus of you guys tune in on in. As you guys know, so many ways to watch. You got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see individual feeds there that will be a crazy, unique way to watch Fortnite competitive for the first time. I know everyone at home looking forward to seeing their top players perform. This place now, Ninja, is insane. I mean, this is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on it from the outside. I just can't wait to get it started.
Dude, this is literally what you've been waiting. Like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Best of the best, all in the same lobby. All right, in the qualifying matches on Sunday, you're playing against, you know, in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game. I'm and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things of note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material. How that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So, unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to be granted with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each wood, brick, and metal. So, the eliminations are definitely going to pay the early game.
Yep. And remember that, you get a full knockdown on opponents. Correct. Try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. Here's a look at the lobby screen. You know, Ninja, I was last with you earlier. Yeah, players were warming up earlier today because I got some warm-up games in. Obviously, for many of them, it's their first time in a major LAN event. They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all hitting, they're all aiming. None of them are just sitting still. The nerves running through them insane. The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know. Why did I even ask that? It's probably
a bunch of candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shotgun.
Very important is checking out the Storm right now. A lot of these players, there's a lot of people who are outside. They're going to have to start their rotation. And this is actually where a lot of very talented players with their aim can clean up a lot of kills. This is actually my teammate and I reversed. Our strategy was trying to get in those spots where you can need people who are going to be flying and just taking advantage of, your incredible accuracy.
A little update, too, on Sizlucky. They did get the reboot in Fatal, so they're both back in play. Look at how slow this lobby is going, folks. 92 players left, and a definite fan favorite here. Nate Hill and Funk of FaZe Clan currently set on up near Lazy Lagoon. And Ninja, this is your landing spot that you went to with your duo reverse.
All right, so there's you go on the boat, on the ship, every single one of them wood. So you're definitely going to go for those. You can easily get max wood in arena in probably less than 10 seconds. Metal Acre pound that you can get for about 300 metal, which is, like the most valuable material that you can get. I mean, I'm just 91 players. I mean, have we talked about Storm Surge? I mean,
we haven't yet. I was going to let that be a bridge when we cross it, but
because 91 people left. I mean, how soon is it going to be?
We're going to have Storm Surge in every game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like. This is going to be nuts. If you guys don't know what Storm Surge is, basically the team that has done the least amount of damage is going to start taking damage until they get above the damage threshold.
Yes, and it tells the players on their screen what the damage threshold is. If you're used to playing at home, you probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive because everyone wants to last until late game, earn those extra points, and wind up getting those placement points that come on through. Watching Letwick and Quexy right now, it's so scrappy, Ninja. It's not your normal game where you get to loot up and freely grab everything you want. Here, I mean, look at the inventory. A common heavy assault rifle, 2 heavy bullets.
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to loot. They're not going to be able to loot normally. I mean, you have every single spot is definitely going to be contested or have talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. And boom, there goes 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players left now in the lobby as Twiz and Cover H, the duo, do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going to happen. That will be for 70-plus players, so keep that in mind as this goes on. Players who haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is going to be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's Snappy and Red Rush already in the next zone. They're more than happy to just farm up this metal structure and claim it as their own.
They're actually very centralized as well.
Yep.
I mean, a really great strategy that you're going to see a lot of people going to be using throughout this weekend in solos and in duos is to just try to get in the dead center of the second zone and honestly just kind of pray that the circle is going to continue to rotate in your favor. I mean, I'm still looking at a lot of these guys' inventories. One guy just gets knocked in front of him. That might be going to try to save his team. It's not going to happen. But there's not a lot of rotation items. I haven't seen a lot of shockwave grenades. I haven't seen a lot of shadow bombs. I don't see any launch pad in anyone's inventory.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a, like, the rotations late game are going to be nuts. People are going to get lasered out of the sky.
And Letwick now all by himself in a 1 versus 2 as his teammate did go down. You see Parpy and Volks still quite healthy between the two of them. Over 140 HP for both of them. Parpy still playing the slow ground, trying to spray out the opponent. And look at the material count for Volks. 135 total builds. It does look like Letwick just kind of ran away, but I don't believe Letwick was able to grab his teammates' reboot card. So will basically be by himself for the rest of this game.
You know, it's going to be almost impossible to perform alone when your teammate is knocked. And there's the Storm Surge warning. These guys are 106 above. You guys can see that, which means that there's somebody who has 106 damage less than them that is currently below threshold that they are need to hit some people, deal some damage. And that's actually the beauty of Storm Surge, right? You don't necessarily only want to around one by one. So praying that the circle moves to them. You're gonna see some fights that are gonna be forced to break out because players need to get above that. But they're gonna die.
Yeah, moving towards the divot. Yeah, the very young duo from NA Easton. You just said yourself, I didn't even know you could farm this. This is the beauty of it, right? This is the top players in the world showing up the little things that they know that really no one else can pick up on. And the team's already stacking here as there's so many materials to be farmed up. And for a lot of players, Ninja, once they get max, they don't just stop there. They keep farming to have an excess for more if they need to expend a lot of materials quickly. On the bottom right of your screen, you see a fight going down in Salty Springs. A lot of grenades being thrown right there. That's going to be Serpent and Hype.
Serpent and Hype in a pretty decent spot. Yeah. If you guys can look up the map that we're staring at, every single team is now in the safe zone. Everyone is safe in the next circle that's moving in. And double heavy sniper is in play. For those of you guys who do not know, a heavy sniper will take out a metal wall. It'll take out pretty much anything. It does 1,500 damage to structures. Teammates who have double heavy snipers, they can see a shot of somebody hiding in a 1-by-1 and be able to take them out.
And that changes the game completely. Once you hear double heavy, you can no longer sit still ever. Or if you know where they're at, you have to make sure you have at least 2 walls of cover on that side to protect you from the inevitable double snipe. And when we say double snipe, it's as far as 1, 2, 3, shoot. And they both fire at the same time.
There's actually 0 time to react. What do you guys you got 6 shadows on this guy, and they have a baller, so they're sitting pretty. I think these guys are in a great spot.
Absolutely. And you see the zone did just update towards the northern side of this current storm. Storm Surge is now in play, so players beginning to drop. 80 players in total in this game. They will just rotate on out of here. Hype and Serpent don't want the fight, and that's Jay, now quite weak. With Storm Surge beginning to take his Edlin Nuke the fight as Storm Surge is affecting them as well. And you see it just kind of smites them down from the heavens, and there they go, getting dropped by Storm Surge. Unfortunate for them, but again, with not enough damage done, they do fall below that threshold.
Jeez, man, Storm Surge really does just force people into some pretty tricky situations, but again, man, it just goes to show a lot of aggressiveness is going to pay off for teams, man. You don't want to be put in that situation where, you know, you have to desperate and push. Maybe a duo that's better than you in combat, you know what I mean? And Airwax and Nikov
that's a replay.
They just went down.
Airwax and Nikov are winners. Well, Airwax at least are back-to-back winner of the Pro-Am. Does go down. Airwax double qualified as well. Tough first game for them. They go out quite early on. 71 players left in this game. 38 duos. Again, it's a slow crawl as everyone begins to drop. Have you ever seen anything like this in competitive?
No, I think that the only time that we saw something like this were really chunked that much, competitive. So really no one had to rotate that much. So now that the skills are really just kind of moving around, you can't really predict them. I mean, you're getting these players who have, again, the great aim, people who are focusing on trying to go through the circle. Now look, there's so many people coming from the south right now. I mean, it's just 3 kills if you guys are in a top position with solid aim, man. We're right now already spamming the spacebar, trying to make it as difficult as possible to hit. He sees a lot of, look at already trying to figure out right now, where's he going to land? Look at all these people who are already boxed up, they're already creating these funnels, more shots coming down, and he's going to be able to make it. 8 grenades, so that's going to be, I mean, if you can get in a position where some players are already getting focused on the outside, 8 grenades, he might be able to clean up those kills too.
Yep, that's right there. They do box up in time. Did take some shield damage, but thankfully they have some minis. Just a few brief moments as there's Eclipse. Now using them, he's got his teammate right next door as well. Medkit, so they're going to pop that too. Every little bit of HP matters. Saving the campfire for the late game, it appears. Ronaldo in the elimination feed right there. Here's a look at Mongrel earlier with his duo, Mitro. They're set up currently in the zone. 68 players left.
Love watching this guy. Only got 2 guns right now, which is immature rifle for combat shotguns. No spray guns. Alright, spray guns are, you know, anything into SMG, tactical assault rifle, SCAR, anything like that. You know, we've got to have you know, very difficult. Look at that healing too, though. Yeah. 5 slurps, 2 slurps, 5 chug splashes.
And they already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
They're super close to the zone as well. They don't have to move too far.
Yep, and material-wise, look at that, 135 total builds. They're in a fantastic position to make some noise in game number 1. Them. The slipstream slowly inching towards where it begins to shut down Ninja, but so many slipstreams still available, so a lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in freely without using launch pads or the shadow bombs. There's your whole map. None of these players really going to be in a play. They're going to have to inch a little bit more towards Loot Lake if they want to stay.
You are the best players in the world. I'm so excited when they actually have to force into these fights. When they start pushing them. Look how, I'm sorry, man. players are so talented, it's going to be so hard to spray through their walls and actually do damage to them. So you need things like grenades, like stings, right? Little fart bombs is what I like to call them, to force people out of their 1x1s and try to dodge the stings.
You see the stings right now. And Mongraal gets immediately first hit two as it seemed like the lobby began to focus him right there. His duo still alive. He has a bunch to, to be able to play with. The next 12 damage below. We'll have to begin to put the zone pushing as well. So in this position, with the zone at their back, Metro's goal, spray players who have to push from the zone. They have one way they can go. They can't afford to take now begins the fire. Dubs just below as well. One of the players who qualified multiple times.
Two ballers still intact. And here's the thing, we just mentioned all these players who are going to be rotating in, forced to rotate in. Everyone knows that.
There's a little ammo though. Look, these are the last 9 assault rifle shots in Dubs' inventory. Folks. There's the split. Still only 80, meaning combined between the two, they really only have about 150 shots to work with. The zone still pushing. 61 players left. Finally, folks, this is game number 1 of 6 today in the duos competition. Dubs does go down as the player got that back wall. He wasn't quite ready for it. Mega frantically backing on up, trying to create some space. Will he be able to go the storm surge up?
The aggressive low, right? He's going to need aggressive. He won't even have time. This teammate got finished, actually, so he's got
This awful my screen.
Is still ripping him apart. That slurp is barely keeping him
Shut
alive.
up.
There it is again, dropping on in. Mega's hand is forced. Some big damage right there, still below. As players are continuing to drop all around, but Mega doing a solid job of keeping himself alive right now. Fantastic composure against one of the young players on the field, looking to try to secure the title of Fortnite World Champion. No more Dubs. The duo
still down. Now above. Finally above. And guess what? The most important thing to realize, guys, look at the rotation. Yes, he's alone. Yes, he's alone. He has an incredible hit. Not only making the late game, but maybe like this. If you jump shotgun, okay, there you go. Not the combat shotgun, one of the great shotguns to have late game. Does incredible damage. All the guys in this massive amounts of distance needs to be covered.
This storm surge is insane. It's still going on.
Finally, players left. And this is where things are about to get serious, guys.
Thomas drops some ammo right there for his teammate, Inclusia, and you see Thomas, that epic infantry rifle, one of your favorite weapons. What is so good about that rifle?
It 100% rewards pinpoint accurate players, right? There's no bloom necessary. Your marker, your aim is right on their head. You're going to get that headshot. You're going to get 80 points of damage. And there's now the upgraded versions of Legendary and the Epic have 10 shots instead of 8. It just packs a punch, man. It can really get players. That's exactly what you're going to need when you're playing against
Folks, there are 45 players left in this very, very small zone. We are now on our 6th storm. You see it's about to begin to move, and players will frantically have to go across the map. Zayt and Sap right now discussing exactly what they should drop, pulling up their map, looking exactly where they have to go. 44 left in this one.
We already have people using shockwave grenades, guys. This is a very far rotation for the second movement circle, so this is actually going to move very quickly. These people are going to potentially get stuck on their launch pads because there's so much building. It's going to be nuts. Who's going to try to take the high ground? After this first circle goes, this is where people start to only try to
We know high ground is every competitive Fortnite late game. Everyone frantically moving away from the common enemy of everyone, which is that storm circle. Macwood taking zone damage. Danger as well. King slowly bouncing on through with the shadow bomb. And does land. Yes, but it's taking no storm damage, just playing right on the edge of the zone right now. We'll just stay boxed up for a brief moment. Now there's 36 players remaining. Elimination feed. Arkham now goes down as well. You can see the elimination feed on the top left to keep track of your favorite players. So much is going on. This is what tunneling is. Players mentioned tunneling. This is it right here. You move with the zone, you tunnel your range, yourself cover, but none of the materials left. Only 22 builds, and this zone is stacked. But look on the high ground. It's
left and right being eliminated. The question is, are people going to try to take it? You know that if you really want to can. Win this, you're going to have to press the high ground or have a rocket launcher to just take him out of it.
Mr. Savage just looks up and beams the player out of the air. It's all Benji, Fishy, and Mr. Savage in the elimination feed right now. 24 players left in this one, but 20 duos. There's a lot of duos remaining this one.
Kind of what's going to happen, man.
Savage goes down.
Benji, and Benji's been in this position before. He can handle it. Nitro's still in the game. I was like, jumped on. He looks incredibly healthy, but now taking some storm damage. Benji is going to try and using your shadows. That's
he's got 10 total bills. 10 total bills. He's trying to outlast as many players as possible. Remember these placement points. We made it into our top 10 duos. Now we're our top 8. Zayd and Saf now. Zayd and Saf now on the high ground.
This game.
One of the few, the only duo left. This has a Zayd and Saf win written all over it. Mitro, Mongrels duo. It was looking good, Ninja, but so many players focusing them, the shockwave grenades as well, and they had no healing left.
It's unfortunate, man. We have a group full of these players who are literally the best in the world. They know exactly how to win, right? So if they don't have the high ground, they know that whenever there is a moment, that they can have the high ground out of rockets, shockwave grenades. I think that's actually what happened. Someone shockwaved up and knocked them off the high ground.
Yep.
But when you have shield like Zayd and Naf did at the end there, and that high ground team, it's over, man.
What a sigh of relief.
Incredible first game, and we're only just getting started.
We're only just getting started. Remember, 6 games being played today in the duos competition, in which $15 million will be rewarded. Tomorrow, we do it all over again, except with solos. So we want to stay glued to the streams here for the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get involved in the conversation. Send to Ninja and I your thoughts after game number 1. Who surprised you? What are you looking forward to in games 2 through 6? For me, other things I noticed, man, you've got to be on your A game. When it comes down to taking note of where you are with the Storm Surge, those were longer Storm Surges that have lasted than I've ever seen before.
I've honestly never seen Storm Surge affect the game so much.
Yep.
Because here we are having 80 people left after the second circle. So, you know what I mean? Like, and these guys, they're not going to let you hit them. You know what I mean? And if you want to put shots on these guys, it's going to be when they're flying in the air rotating, which you also expose yourself to a sniper shot, you know?
Absolutely.
High risk, high reward, man, right?
It's,
let's see how these guys change. I wonder if the guys who did get hurt a lot by the Storm Surge, are they going to make changes in the second game? Are they going to be a little bit more aggressive and trying to deal some damage as they rotate? That's what I want to know.
That's a great way to think of it. I know there were so many people that want to give their thoughts on these games, but over at Unreal Island, we've got our very own Sunday.
Thank you so much, Courage and Ninja, in the first match of the duos competition is over, and the Victor Royales, well, experience wins out. We talked about Energy Zate and Ghost Saf and how they've been playing so long together, and that endgame was a prime example of textbook Zate and Saf. We're going to re-roll it one more time, and we're going to break down kind of how they were able to keep the control. Now, pay attention right away. You can see on the backside, Saf has one angle while Zate is going forward, and they're moving back over the tarps they've already established, but the angles they take make sure they're covering everything. They hear the shots below, they're putting the fire down towards them, and Scarlet is able to pick up Mitro, but doesn't have enough to get out. Zate and Saf, 5 eliminations, Victory Royale, 15 points, showing that their competitive experience, their experience on stage and at major LAN events is winning out right now. They say nerves, what nerves? We might as well be playing at home on our own stations because they are just that good. Match 1 is over. Time to get back over the stage for match 2. Ninja and Courage, take it away.
Thank you very much, Sundown. Great stuff as always there from Unreal Island outside of the venue, enjoying the event themselves. But again, game number 1 in the books. Obviously, so many updates to see exactly where we stack up. In the end, those final moments can be so hectic. So before we hop into game 2, we will have a standings update for you all at home. Who do you think's up top of it right now? Well, guess what? It's Saf and Zate, but...
And Benji, Mr. Savage, man. Just incredibly clutch solo moves and plays.
Both of our predictions.
Both of our predictions. And they're still up there. Guess what? Imagine when they're healthy. And when they actually get some good rotation items, I'd love to see how they're going to play in the late game, man.
Placement points so key. You did a great job pointing out Mitro at the end. Not only does he stay alive, not only does he perfectly use his materials and his movement items, but he somehow finds 5 more limbs, putting his team from probably an abysmal game 1 to top 3 in our leaderboards. Again, here are your standings from game number 1. Dubs and Mega. They wind up making it through as well, and that's because of Mega staying alive, too.
Absolutely. Incredibly talented duo, man. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what Aiden can do, and Sean, so hopefully they step it up in this next game. Game 2 is about to get on its way, man. Are you ready?
I am ready. Ladies and gentlemen, in this sold-out arena, are you guys ready for game number 2? Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, they are. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched. Game number 2 of the Fortnite World Cup Duo Finals is underway.
Again, I'm just going to keep saying it, the most nerve-wracking part of any competition, but definitely Fortnite for me, is the second you jump out of that bus.
Yep.
Right? Once you hit the ground, once these players hit the ground, they're going to definitely have hopefully less nerves, going to get back into the flow, back into the farming mentality. And man, I'm looking at these llamas on my screen. I'm just hoping that they find them. There's nothing greater than finding the new upgraded llamas at 350 mats.
Dude, they're insane. And they're everywhere. And look, wait, can we look at the map? Look at the north side. You've got 3 llamas in a very small area. And many players have gotten better at spotting llamas from very, very far away.
I mean, the one thing I was telling my teammate Malachi, I was like, listen, man, sometimes you just actually have to tell yourself, hey, we should probably look for llamas as we're flying in because, usually you're looking for players who's going to be landing next to you. But if you actually keep an eye out for that adorable pink, purple, and blue llama.
And there's one.
I mean, look, you're just going to get rewarded with shield, rotation, there's Shadow Bomb Storm, campfires, minis. I mean, these are incredibly valuable.
And remember, materials get capped at 500 of each type. So when you get 350, it's done its job for you. You can spend much less time looting and, farming and much more time looting. And look at Zate perfectly using the Shadow Bomb Ninja. For players at home who are wondering how he just used it for way more than the 6 seconds it actually lets you use it for, explain a little bit of the inside the mountain.
That jump animation, that's going to trigger the double jump. And as long as you don't touch any solid ground, you're going to be able to continue to double bounce back and forth, man. It's an incredible use of the Shadow Bombs. You're probably going to see a lot of players do something like that in the late game off of other people's builds, and which is way more difficult to do that off a mountain, by the way.
For sure, as we now take a look
That storm is
landing
far,
side
man.
of the map, and this storm is very far. Great up there on our side. Basically gets cut off at Dusty Divot and Neo Tilted, and the rest of the north side of the map are in play. So everyone near the middle and south side will have to move, and you see in the elimination feed very early on, Elevate does get cut down. So a tough start for the duo from 100 Thieves right there, as you've got to wonder if Arkham's still alive. Either way, though, Daedra and M11Z
looks like they have players
down in Loot Lake. In Loot Lake, Lucky Landing, and they do have a duo nearby.
Looks like they're trying to obviously back away, want to farm up. Lucky Landing is not really a 4-person landing. When more than two people land here, one of them is going to be leaving a little bit handicapped. Yuang in a fight right now, popping that last big shield, so all of his damage that he will take from now on will be permanent unless he gets an elimination and gets.
Look at how good these stink grenades are right now. Scram and Mexi have lost so much HP. Off the start of this, getting hit. The spray does come up through. A third party, though, beginning to shoot down on a Yuang. So another player putting their attention towards this fight.
Trying to line of sight
at Snobby, but KBB does go down. It's now Yuang all by himself and no materials left, Ninja.
He can't even take a wall.
They're really, this is an abysmal position to be in. Yuang knows that. Trying to fall back to his teammate to maybe sneak a revive, but I just don't see.
A lot of these players really are kind of hesitant. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily want to push. There is a third party now. They don't have a lot of shields.
Are they going to get off
the right play? They're going to push forward. Yuang no shield, and he's going to get the double. He's going to get the double and the revive on KBB. And there was some delicious shockwave grenades that just slid down the ramp.
Yuang takes them down. The 4 builds left. I believe there was some help. The shots that came in from that third team getting nearby, which weakened them at first. Yuang gets the cleanup on the last one right there. What a swing for the duo. Shot does come in onto Keys, though, as another fight going down just outside the desert side of the map. Keys and Slacks up against 2.
Running out of materials already, and guess what? These guys are at the farthest point of the storm.
Yep.
So this is not, they can't afford this fight, right? The longer this takes, they're not going to be able to get materials. They're going to be burning all the materials in this fight right now. So they're definitely going to need these elims to make up for it.
That was
and he's going to get the knock on Landjock.
And Landjock and Punisher went down early last game as well, and it looks like Landjock will suffer the same fate here.
Upgraded combat shotgun, you know he's going to take that. Punisher trying to make some plays here. Still, now it is a 2-on-1 situation. Just need to play the numbers advantage. And again, Storm is about to start moving, so they're going to have to make some plays sooner rather than later.
No ammunition. Very few builds. No shield. This spells disaster, and Punisher goes down, and there's the frustration in the player camera right there. Slacks and Keys, 2 quick eliminations. But you mentioned they can't afford to do that. It takes so much time in that fight. They've got to go very far still. Now over to Neo Tilted, Clicks and Skeptic. In a fight.
Got some shield. Doesn't necessarily want to use this mini to only hit a 10. And he's trying to obviously take Molotov's teammate out. No, he's getting taken. With the trap kill, he's going to get the knock. Unbelievable, incredible place. Bad Sniper goes down, and now he's continuing to branch out. When you guys are in fights like this, you always want to do exactly what he's doing right now, which is branch out, continue to build these little 1x1s with pyramids, try to confuse your opponents of where you actually are healing up.
Skeptic, just 8 builds left. They're trying to stay alive right now. They do have the number advantage. Clicks has time to pop 1 mini, and it looks like they're going to go for it right now. They've made the conscious decision to try to build out, but no. They back up for a moment.
Finally gets a shotgun.
Yep. Shotgun picked up. Grenades now as well. They want to go for the second elimination, and we take the oh my god, we got some trap talk in real life. Did he just take the L in real life? Homie, this is land. This dude's gonna come over. No, I'm just kidding.
40,
but the Stinks come on in.
Stinks coming in, 22 health left. Campfire down. He has.
Oh, and look who's here.
Third party.
Look who's here. NA puts up the take the L, and EU says no, no, no. This is the World Cup, baby. I'm gonna show which continent is best. Mitro and Mongrel, full HP, and they storm roll through.
Duel ins for Mitro.
Clicks
still
right there.
Down low. Wow, incredible. Look at that kid. Gold Scar, gold combat, heavy shotgun, I'm sorry, heavy sniper rifle for taking opponents' walls. Look at, they're just stealing and bum rushing, and that's going to be it.
And there's no shot right there. Skeptic, you saw, hey, putting on a show. I love it. The man does YouTube for a reason. But then also a fantastic player. I think speaks a little bit too soon. Aiden now on your screen. Does knock 1. Hasn't finished the elimination yet, so still will gain 50 HP if he can get the full. There it is. Now a 2 versus 1. Aiden and Sean. Look at how weak Sean is, though, Ninja.
Sean has absolutely no health. A little bit of shield. Hopefully we're going to drop some minis here. Aiden being the good team that he is. I'm sure he's calling it out right now. but it is also a 2-on-1, and they don't know, we don't know how weak this guy is right now, but if he is weak, they're going to try to trade, and there's a double shotgun shot for 21 White. Players no shield left, are going to try to put the pressure on. Sean has health, and look how aggressive they're being. They're both one hit. They can actually grab.
They're going for it. They're saying, you know, you would have thrown the trap down by now. They're calling
and there it is.
And look at the take from Aiden. The jump out to the side, and they'll be rewarded with shields, with materials. And look, Aiden actually, there was 2 big shields.
Yeah.
Aiden's got the full health.
That's incredible, man.
You see the stats so far in this game. Aiden has done 434 damage, has taken 312, and he's near back up to max health. I know Aiden is a crowd favorite here. Every time the camera goes on, there's a big cheer from this sold-out arena.
For those of you guys who do not know, the Storm Circle is about to update right now. We just saw our second one, forcing everyone out of the north and east side of the map. And also, guess what? Every single llama was found.
Yep.
All 5 llamas have been found, so we have some probably high material players right now.
A lot of rotation.
Oh my god, I can't even freaking out, man. Looks like a lot of people.
I love it.
Yeah, we're looking around. They're all gone. There's only 1 airdrop that's left, which means a lot of players. It's very difficult, man. Going for airdrops is super risky, but it looks like everyone in the World Cup here is taking their chances.
And what's kind of funny with this zone, as you see it in the bottom right side of your map, the slipstreams are there to basically help everyone get from the southeast, east, and south side of the map easily into this zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to deal a lot of damage. And remember, you might think, oh, well, there's no way you're going to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying free damage for Storm Surge when that comes into play, because it is going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
It literally looks like we've been watching good action. But there's 84 teams, 84 players left still.
Yep. I guess that's a testament to our observers backstage. Great stuff to them. Sizlucky does take a bit of storm damage right there. Chug splashes in the inventory. And Ninja,
like a dolphin.
Chug splashes have came into this game and they've completely taken competitive by storm. Are they the best healing item currently in this meta?
I think that, there's a lot of items that get added where, not everyone is all unanimous about it, right? Some people do not like it. But let me tell you something about these splashes. I don't think I've ever seen more positive, reactions from an item being added than when Chug splashes were added. I mean, nothing but positivity on Twitter. It was absolutely incredible. I woke up to some delightful posts. Delightful, just some delightful posts.
Yeah.
Those of you guys who don't know what they are, each one splash, they come in packs of 2, you can stack up to 6. Health, shield, whatever you're missing.
And they're instant. You throw them down to the ground, and they can be used to heal you and your teammates around you, as well as, if you really want to be a troll, your enemies that you knocked. Here are Mongraal and Mitro in the zone, and you talked about inventory. I'm going to come out and say it right now. There is no way someone in this lobby has a better inventory than what Mongraal has right now. They were already in your top 3. So they're in a position right now, Ninja, where they have a pop-off performance right here. With only 6 games being played after the first 2, they could be your leaders.
Absolutely. I mean, they were only 2 points away from it. Yep, they didn't even win the game. And Mongraal went down early before playing points rewarded. So, Sean in another fight with Quentin and his squad. Sean trying to take some walls here. And he's out of light ammo.
Materials.
That's out of materials. So he can't even spray right now. What can you do is spray an AR, and that's not really going to be effective for the players after trying to take walls.
Well, the player trying to drop a trap down low to bait Aiden, but Aiden does not fall for it. This seasoned veteran trying to cover his back. Players beginning to spray on through. Stink bombs dropping, and there's one of them. Another shot comes in.
Get the shield. That's why he went for the thirst.
Yep.
And grabbed the match. 365 match now. He has done more than that. He's got to
get out of the stinks. They've got to get out of the stinks.
So weak 2.
Look at how weak they are.
And don't they can get both Sean and Aiden. I think that's exactly what they need to split up. Now he's trying to take it 1 by 1. He can push by more than 1 person.
Quick reaction from Aiden, but this looks like a good spell disaster for the duo. Damage down 639. He does go down, though the quick edit comes
making
through.
plays. Now it's up to Sean. Cannon clutch, only 2 HP. Got some minis. Picked up some ammunition now for his minigun. But looks like Spades is just way more healthy. And obviously, there's 3 other players who are around him as well. So what's he going to do? Looks like he's going for high ground, smart play, but he's out of mats.
Oh, no,
he's got wood.
He's got wood. He's good. Yeah, we both freaked out.
Going to put himself in a nice pyramid. For those of you guys who don't know, when a brick or a metal pyramid.
Big thing to note. Look at his zone. He has to push. That's it. He has to push. He has 52 health, but the zone is right at his back. He's got to go. Don't even worry about Storm Surge. They're 446
above as well. Has a shot, and he's going to be taken down. I mean, that's just the worst.
advantage.
Yeah, we're looking over here at Ewing, 3 eliminations, sitting here with some very good materials, and definitely a very delicious loadout. Anyone with a heavy sniper and a blue SMG in a combat.
And remember, he started the game in Snobby Shores with that clutch when KBB did go down, so they're still in this one because
he still has that beautiful blue combat where he clutched it with, man.
Yes, he does, and all the materials he could ever ask for it. Nearly 100 builds in this one.
You see they're marking right now. I think they have a double heavy sniper combo.
They're either marking double heavy or they're saying, focus this, zone's closing there.
It literally looks like he's marking exactly. He's trying to look and see. Yep,
they do
have a double heavy sniper.
Ninja called it, the man knows. They see one, and
you guys saw the pyramid. It's exactly what Jack talked about earlier. You need 2 walls, 2 layers protecting you from one of those walls so that double sniper will not take you down.
But they've got the tools, the key to open all the doors, as I put it. And this zone, Ninja,
it just moved over a mountain.
It just moved onto the side of the mountain, so high ground will be in play. But at the same time, Ninja, half of the low ground still in play, so it's not as bad a position for the low ground players. Here's a look at Mongrel and Mitro. Remember, Mongrel did go down early on in the last game. He's got to back on up because he's burning through materials very, very quickly. They're far above this storm surge, so they're good for the moment, and there's the replenish from his teammate in Mitro. 64 total builds left.
Always see them doing this. They always split half and half match with one another, and then they go and clutch others, and it's just a perfect way of making sure that you guys have equal material.
Look at how weak Sap is. Sap just sneaking up through with that Shadow Bomb. The spray coming in from Mongrel. Stink Bomb is hit as well. Everyone focusing these players on the outside. They've got the minigun firing too. The lobby now picking up quick as we move into our pit zone.
The storm is closing in, and that's going to be forcing everyone to get into where the safe zone is right now. It is moving in towards Pleasant Park. Guys, this is absolutely insane. 51 players still remain, by the way, in a circle this small. They're just trying to get as many as possible as they are rotating in.
Mitro on the bottom right of your screen with that minigun has 631 bullets to spray down with Mongrel in a fight. Gets 1 player weak, but does have to back on him.
Didn't get the clutch. Someone else stole the kill from him.
Mitro gets chucked as well.
Still have a launch pad, but again, when you're in a situation like this, low ground, they're getting sprayed with nothing but grenade launcher shots and frag grenades, and they're both going to be eliminated. And Mongrel also, Airwax just went down as well.
And you see Cease in the elimination feed. Does look like, remember early on, Elevate did go down there.
That loot looks so delicious.
They go for it. Zane Sap, do they do it?
Do you go for it? There's a launch pad there and so many materials.
This is game-changing loot right now. They've got the builds to go for it if they want.
They're going to do it.
They're going to make the play.
A gold combat shotgun too, man.
Zane and Sap uncontested. That's one of those risk versus reward plays that can help set them up for 2 victory royales in a row.
Mongrel and Mitro's loot too, man.
Oh, that was
making a
and
statement.
we know that was juicy loot.
They're making a statement saying, listen, we're from NA, we're here to play. Taking out the Evil, they didn't know they took them out, but they're definitely taking their loot.
Yeah, for sure, as they are still above this
still great rotation items too. They both each have a launch pad, both have 2 shotgun grenades, and they're gonna go. He didn't get it though, they try to get both at the same time. Gonna be flying, and this is it, another massive rotation going to be taken to the center of Pleasant Park. They're 167 damage above the threshold, so they're looking pretty good right now. The question is, are they going to keep mid-ground, go for low ground, high ground? What's the play?
They didn't get the full launch pad. He might have to use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out. He hits his head on something, which takes him down from having to, fly all the way up and get beamed. They're going to challenge high ground right now. Zayt and Sap looking to do what many would think was impossible, which is win back-to-back games in the stacked lobby. Just saw Falconer in the feed as well. Arkram with an elimination too. 19 duos left as we're moving towards the placement points, Ninja, and these duos know exactly that. 3 points if you make it in the top 15, which could be the difference between first and dead last.
What are they going to do? Are they going to prioritize rotation in and not taking damage, or are they going to try to play it a little risky and go for the elims? If you're going to be going for elims, definitely open up to a lot of spray, shotgun shots, AR shots, someone suddenly taking the high ground on you. So it all depends on how their play style can unfold, man.
Many more duos remaining in this game, unlike the last one. Zayt with another elimination right there on a KBB. You got Snappy and Red Rush on the high ground, and Sap
over the play. The high ground
goes to the high ground. Take, will he get it?
He's gonna get it. He has it.
Zayt's got high ground. Zayt has high ground as they go to try to push for 2 victory royales in a row. Sap is there as well, but Snappy just appeared right behind Sap and shotgunned him down right there.
Zayt right now is going to have to concede to the high ground, giving it to Snappy. and he's just going to have to stay alive as long as possible, try to get some placement points. He is obviously a talented player, top player. He can definitely make something happen, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do.
Cease has been by himself since the first moment of this game when Elevate went down at 98 players remaining, and he's somehow still alive. There goes Mega. You've got Darox and Item on the low ground. Vorwin getting chopped down as well. Zayt with about 100 HP. Uh-oh. Here comes Vinny and Zexro. They're trying to challenge for the high ground.
Keys right now being held in the storm with 5 limbs. He's going to be eliminated from the back. Zayt taken down as well. Snappy still with the high ground. Zex and Vinny and TSM crew looking good, and they're going to take it. They just took high ground. Snappy gave it to him.
And they just got the high ground. Great use of the shockwave as well. Vinny as well as Zexro on hype for the moment. 5 eliminations so far. They're putting their names in the hat for potential victory royale in this game.
Go down, right? They want those limbs.
Vorwin now with eliminations back to back. 4 players left in this one. Zexro and Vinny spraying from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone. The shockwave into the air. And he's going to drop on down to hype for the moment. The spray coming on in. It's not enough. Zexro and Vinny.
TSM takes game 2 with style. Both alive. You love to see it.
The victory royale and 7 eliminations.
Look at that.
Vinny's hyped, and Zexro looks like
he was stunned.
They forgot his fries on a fast food order. Why am I thinking about food?
Oh my, you know, Jack, it's pretty expected at this point. But God,
it's on brand.
2 teams have taken game 1 and game 2, and honestly, I think that we can all say that the teams hyped up the most have been even stronger. They've also been performing well. They still have so many points from eliminations.
Yep.
Oh man, what a great shotgun shot. They were perfectly insane. They're even jumping and shotgunning at the same time. Vinny, pop off, man. You love the pop off.
So hyped. Zexro's about to start cranking 90s or default dancing in the lobby.
Like he's trying to talk about literally what are they going to do in the next game.
Yeah.
Like that's what that focus is. That reminds me, I've been in this situation before. He grabbed his hand and shook it for himself, man. That's a top teammate, man. Great synergy.
What a start to today's competition. The energy in here is insane. I am looking around and there are thousands and thousands of people filling up the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from New York City. Again, my name Jack Courage Dunlop, joined by Tyler Ninja Blevins for what is the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. $30 million on the line this weekend. Millions will be tuning on in from across the world. There's so many ways to watch, and we're just 1/3 of the way done with today's action, and it's already been fantastic.
I don't even want it to end, man. I could be here all night. These games are incredible.
Yep.
And just listen, if you guys are watching at home, you guys want to be here, right? You guys want to be competing. Take notes.
Yeah.
Watch these players. Watch how they build. Watch the fights that they take, the way they rotate. And we'll see you guys here next year, man.
Well, guess what? Game number 2 ended with style with the North American duo of Vinny and Zexro taking it there on the floor with none other than Jordan Fisher.
Thank you so much, Courage. I appreciate that. NA showing up and taking care of business. Games 1 and 2, Vinny and Zexro with a fantastic in, both together, which is an incredible thing, right? Walk me through the just in-game for you guys.
So the comp's kind of hectic because of the noise, but we're just really good at playing together. Like, we're the longest duo that have played together, so yeah, we're just not
Great. Fantastic work, guys. Back to you, Ninja and Courage. JD!
Thank you so much, Jordan. The duo of Vinny and Zexro, you know, they've always been known as being so aggressive.
Yeah.
From all the times we've seen them in these competitive tournaments. While they might be some younger players, they've definitely been around the block here in competitive Fortnite.
Again, you just see them, just like a lot of other talent here, always at the top of the duo qualifiers every single week. Even though they already qualified, they continue to keep playing, and practicing. Guess what? They just took the game number 2. You got to be pumped right now, man. Once you win one of these games, you can't let up, though. Again, and that's why I love that energy. Zex was immediately just, I felt like he was just talking about, what are we going to do next? Hey, man, good job. We won that. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Right? How are we going to change, maybe even do better somehow, get more limbs in game 3?
No, for sure. And they know that. They're not going to take their foot off the gas pedal. Folks, we have our standings after game number 2. Where are things playing on out? It is still Zayt and Sap at the top. Dubs and Mega at 18 points in second. Zexro and Vinny with that performance go from 0 points up to 17, Ninja. And that is the beauty of how this plays on out. Anyone can have a pop-off game and come right back. Mongrel and Mitro still in your top 5, as well as Serpent Hype, Darox, Item, Vorwin, and Tux, Snappy, and Red Rush all there. while Zayt and Sap do have a nice little lead right now, nobody is safe from the rest of this lobby. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, just take a look at the points, Courage. You got 11 points, right? Benji and Mr. Savage, they fell out of the top 10. But look at that. Storm and Epic Whale, 12 points. Daedra, M11Z, 12 points, 12 points, 12 points. All they need is 2 or 3 points, 2 or 3 extra eliminations right there, and boom, they'll move up 6 places. Yep. You know what I mean? So it's still anyone's game, all right? 2 pop-off games, 1 pop-off game, boom, you're already in the top 5.
Remember, if you get 50th place or 11th place, from that whole time in between, you win $100,000 as a duo.
Still.
But if you go from 10th up to 1st, it jumps all the way to $3 million. So everyone, eyes on that top prize. We are just 1/3 of the way through the action today, but I know we've had a lot of fun up here, Ninja. What an absolute blast. Ladies and gentlemen,
here,
can we give a round of applause to Ninja for hopping in for some guest casting? What a great job.
Thank you, man.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Pleasure to be here.
That's going to do it for us for now up here on the caster desk, but I know Zeke is down on the floor with some notes for you all.
Thank you guys so much, man. What an awesome first 2 set of games from Sap and Zay locking down the lobby to Zexro and Vinny just coming in super clutch. And of course, guys, you've been here. We got to see Ninja. He got to go ahead and commentate some games. So what I want to know from you is, have you guys had a good time? Have you enjoyed it? If so, let's just let me hear you. You know, that was so-so. Let's pretend I didn't ask. Have you guys been enjoying yourselves? That's what I'm talking about. Obviously, we've got quite a bit more games left to get through, but, you know, if you've been watching for a long time, you know I'm a big fan of everyone that loves Fortnite. It's all about bringing people together. And I like to say Fortnite fam. That's my thing. That's what I do. And, you know, there's actually a lot of people from around the world that have come here to compete, to watch, to be part of all of this. And I thought, what better way to give back to you guys than to teach you how to say Fortnite from all around the world. So in just a moment, we're going to take a look at a video, and I can't wait because this is actually the first time I'm seeing this. A lot of work went into making this happen, so I can't wait for us to watch this together. Let's take a look.
Hello Fortnite fam.
포트나이트 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
우리 Fortnite 팀이야.
Jag åker till Torio.
Vad kör Fortnite-folk?
Jag är fan Fortnite.
What's up, Fortnite fam?
Fortnite 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
What's up Fortnite fam?
Hey, John, Fortnite fan.
What's up, Fortnite fam?
Was geht, Fortnite-Freunde?
What's up Fortnite fam?
Yo, what's up, Fortnite fam?
Boss?
Sorry, I'm texting.
What's up Fortnite fam? What's up Fortnite fam?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
What's up Fortnite fam?
E aí, galera do Fortnite.
What's up, Fortnite fam?
G'day Fortnite fam.
Bonjour, comment ça va les fans de Fortnite?
G'day Fortnite fam. Cheer up Fortnite fam. What up boys?
That was even better than I thought it would be. Just embrace it. We, as a collective, Fortnite fam, get used to it. We're here to stay. Now, guys, you know, there's a few more things I want to take a look at before we hop back into the next game. One of the things to kind of do if you're here or if you're at home, you've been watching, Ninja actually had a pretty dope hoodie, a World Cup kind of exclusive hoodie. Would you like one of those things? Would you like one of the crazy World Cup shirts that we have? You can totally get your hands on one. Head on over, retailroad.com. Get yourself a nice shirt. We've got some hoodies. We've got hats. We've even got the little drone that's the battle bus. It looks amazing. The top balloon is actually the drone, so you've got the bus that's literally flying around. You best believe I'm going to pick one up and mess around with my family. They're not ready for it. But there you go. There's some on your screen. Also, that Drift shirt, by far, my favorite piece of merchandise ever. Those of you that really know me, you know I love Drift. Easily my favorite character. But just some cool things. If you're looking to get some World Cup exclusive things, go ahead and take a look. Now, for those of you who have also been watching kind of all 10-week qualifiers long, you know we love Golden Boy. And there's actually one thing specifically he was kind of telling people as we were going through interviews. And that was, hey, when we get to New York, you're going to be in my hometown, let's catch up and get a slice of pizza. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Zeke, what about like everyone else? Why is it just Golden Boy? Well, he's a Golden Boy and he's selfish and he wanted the pizza all for himself. Get called out. That's right, now the world knows. But a few of those players actually took us up on the offer. They went out for some pizza. They had a night on the town. So let's take a look together and check this out.
New York City. We got the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, the Empire State Building, and the first ever Fortnite World Cup finals. I couldn't be more excited about the greatest Fortnite players from around the world coming to my hometown to duke it out. But before the action started, I took World Cup qualifying players Aiden and Chinkin out to show them the Big Apple, starting with PC Gaming Cafe, Waypoint.
What's up, boys? Welcome to Waypoint. Good to see you. Good to meet you. All right, fellas, let's go and grab a drink. Go. All right. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here in my hometown, New York City. Thoughts on it so far? Chinkin, we'll start with you.
Hot,
Okay.
a lot of people.
Yeah, hot and a lot of people. I'm sorry, but also welcome to New York. That's kind of the way it is out here. Where are you from in Austria?
Austria, like I'm near Salzburg.
And the population?
40K.
I think it was like 40,000 people in the train that you were in on the way here.
Probably.
Yeah, so, now I want to talk about the competition at hand because obviously this is going to be the biggest opportunity, I would imagine, of your lives. You're going to be playing in front of a massive crowd. Is there a way as a player that you prepare for that?
I don't think like there's a way to like prepare for it.
Yeah.
But try to like calm down, not get like nervous, not get shaky and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we should be good. Like.
It's still crazy having like a live crowd.
Yeah.
I try not to take tournaments like too seriously. If I play relaxed, I feel like I do better. I remember when everyone's like, this guy looks like he's just chilling on his couch at home, the casters, and it was like, I was just relaxed, you know, and
Yeah.
just I feel like I played better.
Okay, so gentlemen, we're going to be heading off to some different sites around the city. We're going to go to Washington Square Park, so let's go and check it out.